Hi everyone, this is Dr. Sandy from Title IX Consulting Group, and today we're going to be talking about the recent Hazing Act that was signed into law in December of 2024 by the Biden administration. This law is going to be something that is mandated within all colleges and universities nationwide. I'll be going over 5 specific chronological tips for all colleges and universities to keep in mind as they're doing their implementation for this new mandated law. Tip number 1, update and enhance existing policies on your college and or university campus, because there are 44 states so far that have mandated anti-hazing policies. So within those specific states, colleges and universities already have hazing policies. Please be sure to enhance them to coincide with the new federal law and all the mandates that are included there. In addition to that, for the campuses and states that do not have anti-hazing policies already in place, this federal law is going to be something that is new for all of you. Be sure to look at the federal law very closely in order to now adopt and create new policies on your specific colleges and university campuses. This is going to be a very important aspect for those specific states that do not have anti-hazing policies already in place. Tip number 2, establish and or enhance your prevention education programming for anti-hazing on your campus. Specifically, we recommend that you implement bystander intervention for your students and your full community to understand what to do if they ever see signs of hazing affecting anyone negatively, and also have this in place by June 30th, 2025. Tip number 3 is to create a hidden webpage for the Campus Hazing Transparency Report, otherwise known as CHTR. This specific report is very new for all campuses and universities. It basically states that if there is a violation that is found responsible by any campus organization or student group, you must place it on your website. So unless there's a violation, you do not need to have this on your website, but it will be important to have it created and have it hidden for when you actually do need to have it go public. This is very important and should be completed and done by July 1st, 2025. If there is a violation that needs to be placed on your website, you will need to include the name of the student organization or campus organization. You will also need to include a description of the violation that was found responsible, and also include dates of the adjudication aspects, such as the investigation start date, when the investigation was completed, and what the sanctions and consequences are for the violation that is being found responsible. These will be all the important details that will be important to place on your website for any specific violation of hazing. Tip number 4, start preparing for your annual security report that will be due October 1st, 2025, and ensure that you are now including hazing. While you're doing this, be sure that you are training all of your campus security authorities on what hazing now means, the definition, and what your security report should also include. And be sure that all your committees are informed on the new addition of hazing to your Clery Act annual security report requirements. Tip number 5, be sure to look over all student handbooks and all overlapping policies and procedures to ensure that they are all reflecting the new hazing definition, the new hazing requirements, as well as all procedures, all in-house consequences and sanctions that you'll have in place for when there is violations, and the fact that your campus is 100% opposed to hazing. All of these things need to be included within all of your student handbooks and reflected across all policies that overlap with it. So overall, these 5 tips include: by June 30th, 2025, first, have your policies and procedures created and in place. Second, have your prevention education programming created, enhanced, and in place. Third, by July 1st, create some sort of hidden webpage that will have the CHTR in place if ever there are violations that need to go public. Fourth, be sure that you're prepared for the annual security report by October 1st, 2025, and have your teams trained in understanding what the new hazing mandates are. And fifth, Be sure that you're going over all of your student handbooks and all the policies that overlap with it, that all the hazing information is updated and compliant with the law that is now in place. Be sure to always keep in mind that following all federal law is very important, especially to establish yourself as an education institution that is not somehow getting in trouble with the federal law by not being compliant, such as, for example, Liberty University, who was recently fined the largest fine by the OCR this last year, $14 million. So you want to be sure to go ahead and immediately start complying with the new law in order to not be an example like that. So if you need help with any of this, contact Title IX Consulting Group, because we do have expertise in implementing all aspects of the Clery Act and all aspects that overlap with Title IX, such as this.